Hi everyone, Nash here. So today we are looking at a preview version of PFA Color Suite 13.3. So there is a huge change. We introduced a CinePalette AI feature. So that marks the last milestone that we want to achieve to turn our plugin into a full AI color grading pipeline. So let's take a look at this. Okay, I use a totally irrelevant image come from Avatar. Okay, then I go to CinePalette AI. So this is the new AI features we are building right now. We click Analyze Reference Grade. I can go to any shot, for example this one, but of course nail your foundation first. So we go to correction log, grade with AI to from log to red 709, correction exposure, correction white balance to nail the perfect starting point. Then there's something I don't like, it's too bright, so I can lower the log exposure. I can make it more punchy by increasing the delogify. Done. Okay, so once I nail the foundation, I can go to paste grade to the current frame, double click. Now I get the entire teal and orange grade from Avatar to here. So now let's try to break down what exactly have they done. For example, now I scroll down to everything, you'll realize this feature are actually calling all the different toolkit, correction exposure, film tonal curve. I see what it does, doesn't do much. Actually, I can refine here, I increase the black point, increase the shadows. Oh, actually it does split toning for me as well. This is surprising. So I can raise the shadows to get the milky gray in the shadows. I have all the fine tuning of the result. The film contrast, it doesn't change much. Film split tone, yes, it does all the split for me, which is impressive to create the look. And it has done some color swapping here, which is cool. Color density as well as color scheme, it doesn't change much. Does it change anything? Yeah, it doesn't actually apply color scheme. But film mixer wise, it used quite a bit on the teal and orange, teal and pink, which is quite an interesting mix. Plus film separation, blue and yellow, that's accurate to correct this kind of look. Film printer lights inject a little bit of blue, remove a cyan, introduce magenta. Whew. That's 135 parameters moved at the same time from the analysis to create this look. So let's try another shot. So go to this shot first, same, grade with AI, log to red 709, correction exposure, white balance, we get a perfect starting point. Like all the 30 minutes work you usually do for correction, now is just in one click. Done. So that is how it should benefit our life as colorists. Why we spend hours to do this nonsense that takes so long, right? And it's frustrating. Every different shot have different things, okay? So now, go to CinePalette AI, paste grade to the current frame, double click, teal and orange right away. So let's look at what it does differently here. So let's just take a group, for example, like Filmmaker group. Let's say if they actually make a difference. So Filmmaker, teal and orange 0.177, actually it's different, you see? What it does to this frame is different what it processed and applied to this frame. So they are actually properly analyzing the frame and apply the grade. And to be honest, the grade is fully functional and is really good. And I can fine tune the result. That is really insane. And I can go down the same thing, do the right thing, settle the foundation or correction first. Correction stage is the most important but most monotonous because we are returning what we see on the image to what we actually see on set. So once we're done, I'm not pretty pleased with the exposure overall. I can increase a lot of exposure and I increase the delogify. So the beauty of this toolkit, it can replace all my previous redundant steps. At the same time, I can fine tune every single parameters. You realize after we go through all this until now, there's no single LUT in the whole process. Every single thing is parameters, 32-bit float math. So there is zero LUT or film print. Like our competitors always package a lot of LUTs in the plugin and sell you at a very high price, but we don't do that. Everything is fully customizable. That control is what colorists care about. So once we've done all this, okay, I pretty much like the state. Then I go to paste grade to the current frame. Done. Teal and orange. Very clearly. So you realize we can't exactly get this result. But we shouldn't think in that way to get this result because as your set design is different, you will never be able to match exactly the same frame. But the logic, the depth, the color palette, the look, and playing with the available pixels and color information is what actually matters. If I create this look and turn my skin like Avatar, it will not make sense. That's why this entire engine is so powerful. It's calling and understanding 135 tools to create the look. And pretty much everything here, I'm done. You see every single parameters move. Let's go to filmmaker group. You see the value that it creates is 0.095, which is different from this frame. It's really analyzing the power of every single color information in your entire frame to deduce, okay, in order to replicate the palette, what needs to be done. So we did it. Yeah. So I'm very proud of this version, but we are releasing in 2 weeks' time. So alert right now. So that's all for this episode. You can try out all the features for free, but it's only at 11.3, which already have CinePalette AI, which is very powerful. 13.3, once released, the price will go up quite significantly. I think you will understand why. But now you can use Thank You 2026 to get 45% off. This is a shot matching and the AI color grading as steroids. And it's like what you see with your real eyes. None of it is a fluff. It's analyzing, coding, creating the best look, making different parameter changes to create the reference grade kind of level of accuracy. And that is something we always dream about as being a colorist. And you can go down to fine tune every single thing. Best of all, you still have a preset system to save it as a preset. For example, like 26, let's create the preset 260613. I can save it as a preset. I can go to another shot. I can call it back 260613. 0613, look, presets, done. See, it applies the entire grade and copy to the frame. See, when we copy the preset, the treatment actually is different. So that's how powerful this engine is to adapt your reference to your own footage. So that's the power of PFA Color Suite. I hope you enjoy it. Please use Thank You 2026 for enjoying 45% off before the price go up significantly. We will release 13.3 maybe in 2 weeks time at the end of this June. So stay tuned. My name is Nash, Passion Fuels Ambition. I shall see you in the next one.